Hi everyone, happy Monday. Once again, it's time for my weekly Bobcast here in the office. Just got back from a couple of appointments and a dinner meeting, and I wanted to come on and talk about a topic that a couple of people have mentioned to me in their emails and in their private messages. And as you see by the title of the Bobcast, it's results or excuses. And what am I talking about? Personal experience over the weekend, feeling pretty bad, feeling pretty discouraged about business, about a few things like that. Reached out to some friends on Facebook. We have a Facebook page for our business. It's called the Global 6x6. It's a group of us that are an accountability group together that we support each other and things along that line. So I reached out for some encouraging words, and I must have had 25 or 30 people come back with some incredible words of encouragement um, to help build me back up. And the reason I'm telling you that story is because I want you to understand that it happens. Hi, Allison. Good to see you again. It happens to all of us. Okay, we all hit bumps in the road. We all hit that speed bump that just causes us to start questioning things, whether we're on the right path, whether we're doing the right things, whether this is going to work, whether that's going to work. And what I want to tell you is that the title of the podcast being results or excuses, you can make an excuse for why that didn't work. You can let yourself get down and quit, which is what most people told me not to do. You can quit and you can stop trying whatever you're doing, whether it's fitness or wellness or weight loss or business. It doesn't matter what it is. You can quit and you can make up all the excuses in the world for why it didn't work. But what I want you to understand is excuses are simply lies that we tell ourselves to make us feel better about our failure. Just being honest with you, okay? They're little lies that we tell ourselves to make ourselves feel better about our failure. So if you try to lose weight and you can't lose weight, you can always blame it on the holidays, or you can blame it on the diet plan, or you can blame it on your friends who are always tempting you to go out, or you can blame it on the fact that your family didn't support you. Whatever you want. You can make up an excuse to make yourself feel better. On wellness, on fitness goals, on business. Last night, one of the things I talked about was I live in a tiny little town of 19 houses. Okay, and I run a global business, a global virtual internet business. So how do I do that from a town of 19 houses? Well, most people would say, sorry, I'm trying to mute my computer here because I don't want it to go off while we're talking. Most people would come up with an excuse, well, how do you do that? Who in the world would do that? You're from this little country town. How do you do that? Yeah, those excuses exist. But if you want something bad enough, you can make it happen. One of my favorite athletes of all time, Dr. J, Julius Erving, one of the greatest basketball players in history, used to say a saying that I quoted many times in classes that I've taught. And that saying is, I demand more of myself than anyone else could possibly expect. I want you to think about that. So he made no excuses. If he failed, he failed. He went down swinging. Okay? See, excuses are always going to be there for you. They're always going to be there. But opportunity will not always be there. I talked last week about the kind of people that you associate with and how dream stealers and negative people and things like that, about staying away from those people. See, those are the people that will make up those excuses. They'll even give you excuses. They'll even help you find your excuses that you're going to tell yourself on why you didn't do something, why you couldn't accomplish something. Bottom line is that you didn't give it all you have. I don't know if any of you have seen my Dr. Eric Thompson videos that I've been posting lately. The man's incredible. And you know what he says? He says you owe it to yourself. The only person that can stop you from accomplishing anything is you. So don't blame it on the boss that you didn't get the promotion or that you're not succeeding the way you should be at work. Don't blame it on the teacher for the grade that you didn't get. Don't blame it on the coach that you're not playing. Blame it. Look in the mirror and ask yourself why you're not hitting that. Why are you not starting? Why are you not accomplishing that goal? Why are you not getting that education, the grades? Why is your business not succeeding? Why are you not having a good reports and things at work? All of these things are, the only thing you can do is look in the mirror, be honest with yourself. I see Mike on here. Hi, Mike and Larry. Mike's got some great accomplishments in the world of martial arts. We have that in common, and you don't get there by making excuses, folks. Okay, like I said at the beginning, excuses are little lies that we tell ourselves to make ourselves feel better about our failures. So you have to be honest with yourself. See, here's a sad truth that most people don't understand. You can have excuses or you can have results, but you can't have both. Okay? Because if you're getting results, there's no reason to make excuses, and if you're making excuses, you're not going to get the results because you're looking at finding other people or other things to point your finger at and blame for your failures. Okay, you owe yourself more than that. You need to look in the mirror. Dr. Thompson talks about something that's an incredible example to me when he talks about that. He talks about people wanting other people to guarantee them things. They want everyone else to guarantee them things, but they won't guarantee themselves things. He says, you know, people talk about starting a business and they say, you said that I'd be making money in 6 months or in a year. You promised and it's not happening. You get an attitude and you want to quit, but you've done nothing to help your own business. You've done nothing to help yourself. You've done nothing to help yourself in school. You've done nothing to help yourself in a sport that you're in, or your fitness goals, or your wellness or weight loss goals. You want everyone else to do it for you, and what you need to do is look in the mirror and understand that that's the person that you need to blame. Now, I'm very hard on myself. You also have to forgive yourself a little bit. Blame yourself, figure out how to fix it, and then move on with fixing it. Don't sit there and cry and whine about it forever. Get it fixed. Okay, like I said a little bit ago, excuses are always going to be there for you, but opportunity won't. Here's another great one for you. Think about this one. This kind of goes along with last week's theme about dream stealers and people that are too damn lazy to get up off their butt and do things for themselves. So they want to discourage you and discourage other people from doing things because it forces them to face their own mediocrity. If you remember me talking about that last week. Don't fear failure. Fear being exactly the same spot next year as you are today. So don't sit around today and wish and talk about things that you want to accomplish, that you want to have a business that brings in X amount of dollars, or you want to lose, oh, there's my baby Jen, hi Jen, or that you want to lose X number of pounds, or that you want to get into a certain physical shape, or that you want to achieve a certain degree in school, or I just talked about Mike with martial arts, you want to achieve a certain level of success. Don't talk about wanting to do all those things and then make up a bunch of excuses for yourself to let yourself off the hook. And then next year, you're still talking about wanting to do those same things, okay? Quit letting yourself off the hook. Quit giving yourself excuses and outs, okay? Because most people that you're working with, most people that are trying to help you, are going to understand that you're just making excuses. So you're not fooling anybody. When you lie to folks about things like that, you're only hurting yourself, because we're usually not that stupid to believe that you gave 100% of everything you could give and you just couldn't get there. Are there examples of that? Of course there are. But you got to quit making excuses for yourself and quit accepting failure. You owe yourself that much. If you truly want something, Dr. Thompson talks about this too. I've talked in the past about having goals and about having a written plan to get those goals and to understanding why you want to achieve those goals, okay? And here's what Dr. Thompson says. Stop waking up in the morning like it's an accident. Figure out what you want and go get it. If you wake up every day like it's an accident and you just wander through life, you're never going to get anywhere. It's just like having wanting to get in the car and go for a drive, but you have no destination in mind. You're going to just wander around aimlessly. But if you have a destination in mind, whether it's a vacation spot or whatever, you're going to map it out. You're going to figure out where you need to turn, where you need to get on the interstate, where tolls are. You're going to figure out the entire route. It's no different than in your life, folks. I've talked about this before. You've got to figure out how you're going to get where you want to get and map it out. People put so much effort into planning a vacation. They put more effort into that than they do with figuring out what they want in their life. What do you want in life? Figure it out. You can't dangle something in front of somebody that they don't want. They have to figure it out for themselves and then go get it. Stop waking up like it's an accident. Stop waking up in the morning and seeing how the day goes to decide if you're going to be happy or in a good mood or a bad mood. Figure that out first thing in the morning. Get up and be grateful that you woke up. Thank God that He woke you up and you got another day to try something, to be with the people you love. Stop making excuses. Stop sitting on your butt and doing nothing and then making up lies to tell yourself so that you can make yourself feel better for failing. Okay, I'm sorry to go off like that, but that's what we do, and I've been guilty of it in the past, so I understand that it happens. So like I said, I'm going to read you a couple of quotes that I have. I have them up on my computer here for everybody. Like I said, number one is excuses are always going to be there for you. Opportunity will not always be there. Remember, your inner world creates your outer world. So how you feel, do you get up in the morning thinking that, oh, I hurt, oh, I have to go to work? Are you going to a job that you hate? Are you doing something that you hate because it's secure? Is there something else in life? You attract what you are, not what you want, okay? You have to decide to be great. Here's another one for you, and this one fits in personal life, in professional life, and all over the place. Save the excuses, okay? It's not about having time. It's about making time. And if it matters, you'll make time for it. Bottom line, you're going to make time for the important things in your life. So that goes along with relationships, that goes along with business, that goes along with anything in your life. Like I said earlier about working out, about exercising, whatever the example you want to use. If you want to get in shape, you will. If you talk about it, you're not going to do it. You're not going to make time for it. Okay? Because when we're committed to something, we find a way. When we're not committed to something, we're just kind of interested in it or we're just talking about it, we're going to find an excuse for not doing it. So like I said, keep in mind that you can have results or you can have excuses. You cannot have both. Stop lying to yourself with excuses to make yourself feel better. Get up off your duff. Get out there and go after the things that you truly want once you identify what they are. Thanks for tuning in tonight, everybody. I look forward to seeing you on my next Bobcast. Again, let me reach out before I finish up and tell you how to reach out to me. Facebook, Bob Norman. My business page is Buff Monkey Marketing. On Instagram, it's Buff_Monkey. On Twitter, it's @Buff_Monkey. Email, Buff_Monkey@Reagan.com. And my YouTube channel is Big Norm 1963. So all my videos are posted there as well. Keep the feedback coming, keep the comments coming, keep the messages and the emails coming, the topic suggestions. I really appreciate that. I also want to ask you to share these videos. Share them on your own page, retweet them, share them on your Facebook page. Let's get the word out there and start helping people figure out what they want in life, figure out how they can go about getting it, and figure out how they can make their life the way they want it to be. So reach out to me like you've been doing. I really appreciate it and feed off of it, and I'll see everyone the next time on my next Bobcast. Have a great evening.